Good evening, football fans, and welcome one more time for the day to 3 and Out, 8 divisions in 8 days, AFC West, y'all. We have made it 28 teams down, 4 more to go, 6 hours in, and I really do think at this point I am clinically insane, but that's okay. Because sometimes you have to be a little insane. That's all right. So, with that said, here we go, guys. It is that time, man. Talking about those Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, and Chiefs. Well, we got through the whole day. We got through the whole NFL. Well, at least we're almost there. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, this is going to be a lot of fun, man. I really hold this division near and dear to my heart because, well, my stupid Raiders play in it. So I have to be excited, right? So there we go, man. We're on Terry Rodriguez jumping in, man. The best division for last, AFC West. Well, here we go, guys. I see you piling on in. Come one, come all. We're ready to roll tonight, man. We got some great people ready for you, man. A new dude coming, another newcomer, man. Anthony Nguyen. This guy is awesome. I'm super excited for him to jump on today. Really good dude covering his Broncos. We got our very own Taryn Rodriguez covering his Chargers. You got moi covering my Raiders. And, of course, Bobby Tuzinski, another one of our insiders here, our Kansas City insider, covering his Kansas City Chiefs, ending off with the Chiefs tonight and for this year. So there we go, y'all. We're going to have ourselves a ball tonight. Ending things off, it's going to be fun. We're going to be ending up close to 9 p.m. on the West Coast and midnight to you East Coasters over there. So for those of you who stuck with me, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun tonight, and oh boy, here we go. Well, let's do it. We got a division that has just been all over the place, right? The Chiefs doing what they do, but they couldn't do what they did in the Super Bowl, losing it to the Eagles this year. The Chargers outdoing themselves, looking good at 11-6. The Broncos at 10-7, and the Raiders just looking like a bunch of idiots at 4-13. Can they redeem themselves? Who will go forward? Who will go backward? Who will stay the same? We'll talk all about it here. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out, 8 divisions in 8 days. AFC West, the conclusion of 8 divisions in 8 days, right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all. That is sports. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are y'all doing? Man, it's been a fun day, hasn't it? Look, I got the light on now. I mean, yeah, when I first started 6 hours ago, it was all bright outside, and now it's not. So, that's kind of what's going down at the moment. But we're excited, man. Here we go, ready to rock and roll again. For all of you who've stayed with me through all 8 shows today, you guys are awesome. Well, 7 so far, and this is your 8th. You're amazing. So if you haven't, make sure, obviously, give us a follow on YouTube. We're all over the place. Follow us on TikTok. Show us some love, man. Check out our repository on YouTube, and you already know, man. Check out all of our shows there. So with that said, you guys, let's channel our direction out west. My home, of course, SoCal, but out west in our area, man. Obviously, Kansas City and Denver aren't necessarily too west, but no, it's our division. So whatever. Let's do it, you guys. Starting things off here tonight. Again, we're going to start things off in the Rockies in Denver, Colorado, with Anthony Nguyen talking about those Denver Broncos, his Denver Broncos. Then, of course, we're going to head out to L.A., close to my neck of the woods, and talk with our very own Taryn Rodriguez. He was on earlier on the NFC West talking about his Rams. Now he's talking about his Chargers, our IE Sports Radio SoCal insider and our volleyball insider as well here on IE Sports Radio. Then I will be coming back on talking about my Raiders. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to head over to Vegas, and I'll be talking about them Raiders. And then, of course, we'll be ending back in the Midwest with our boy Bobby Tuzinski, finishing out with those Kansas City Chiefs. Let's get with it, you guys. We're going to start things off again in the Rockies. So without further ado, let's rock and roll, man. Start things off in Colorado, and you will see me in just a bit. With that said, y'all, you were listening or watching 3 and Out, 8 Divisions in 8 Days, the conclusion of 8 Divisions in 8 Days, right here, AFC West edition, right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hi, eSports Radio fans. This show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, single-A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all-brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
What's up, everybody? It's the Mile High Ronin, featuring on IE Sports channel. Been asked to do a little preview of my team, the Broncos, the Denver freaking Broncos. Mile High City reppin' always. Well, number one, the offseason for the Broncos was stellar. Probably the best offseason I've seen since we brought Peyton Manning. To be honest, the defense became stronger. We got Evan Ingram, and I've been watching camp, and that guy can catch almost any ball that's thrown at him. Almost. So yeah, free agency was wonderful. I mean, you can't really top it. I would say the best free agency period in the entire league goes to the Broncos, but that's probably biased because I'm a fan. But you know what? Who cares? Draft. Let's talk draft. Jahdae Barron, first round, not what I was expecting whatsoever, but that value, phenomenal. Last year, I called Bo Nix 12 overall. I knew it was happening. We ain't moving back. We ain't moving up. But I thought we were going to maybe move around. I thought Trevion Henderson was going to be my running back. To be honest, that's who I wanted. But my boy RJ Harvey is looking fast. He may be small, but he's fast. He's agile. He can pop out to the outside, break it away, and he's gone. So I'm super excited about RJ Harvey. Super excited about the D lineman that we picked up. Super excited about Pat Bryant, my boy out of Illinois. He's been looking good. Yeah, draft phenomenal. I mean, almost look as great of a draft as last year because we got Bo Nix, but that's probably gonna be the best draft of all time because we got Bo Nix, and he's gonna take us to a Super Bowl, and we're gonna win that Super Bowl with my boy Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, overall, I would say the offseason for the Broncos was great, and projections for this season, Broncos are gonna be the top of the AFC West. Bo Nix is gonna take us to the AFC Championship, and he's going to be MVP of the season. So y'all watch out because Bo Nix is coming for you, and the league's going to be on notice. So just keep watching, keep waiting, and we're going to get there because we're going to have the number one defense in the league. Dre Greenlaw added. He's coming at you. Singleton broke his thumb in camp, but he going to be okay. He going to be at Santa Clara. So watch out. We coming for y'all. We coming for y'all. And that's what I'm talking to the AFC West now. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs. You can't win 11 one-score games, 12 one-score games, whatever it was, again this year. It ain't going to happen. Chiefs are on the decline. Broncos on the incline. Raiders has been down here for a long time. They're going to stay down there for a long time. Okay, you hear? Chargers, you know, I don't have much beef with the Chargers. They're probably my favorite rival. Except I hated Phillip Rivers. I hate that guy. Crybaby Rivers is what I call him. But yeah, AFC West, you going down. Stay on notice. Stay prepared because the Denver Broncos is coming for you. Patrick Mahomes, watch your butt. Watch your butt because we coming for you. Yeah, watch your butt. We coming. All right, Mile High Ronin out. We see you at camp today. Peace.
Rise and shine. It's 4 a.m. The stars are still out. The sun is beneath the horizon, but it's time to punch in and go to work. The comfort of your warm-ups turns into the grinding out of your reps as the clinking and the clanking of the plates create a symphony of euphoria. There's no other feeling like it. Earn it, burn it, and take what's yours. IE Sports Radio has proudly partnered with Vital Apparel, a brand that not only fits great, but also promotes and donates to mental health research. Use our code IESR to get 15% off their comfortable and inspiring gym wear and help them on their amazing journey to support mental health. Go hard, take part in your iron therapy, and be strong. Because when your mental health is as strong as you are, there's no telling how far you'll go.
Sports fans, it's Taryn Rodriguez, SoCal Insider for IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sports. Just giving you all my 3 and out, 8 divisions in 8 days breakdown of the Los Angeles Chargers. So last year was a pretty good year if you ask me. The Chargers made the playoffs. Some were thinking that the Chargers weren't going to make the playoffs. Others said that 7 wins were going to be a miracle for this Chargers team. But the Chargers silenced the naysayers, and they actually wound up finishing 5th in the AFC, getting the 5th seed, which I think is pretty nice. Unfortunately, they were one and done the playoffs again as they fell to the Houston Texans on the road. And I will admit that Texans team was a lot more good than I initially thought. I knew it was going to be a close game, but man, I thought it was going to be a lot better for the Chargers. The Chargers were playing pretty good until late in the second quarters, but I digress. So the Chargers, they managed to sign some notable players such as Dante Jackson at cornerback, Najee Harris at running back, Tyler Conklin at tight end, and Mekhi Becton at guard, as well as many others. Those are just some of the notable names that in my book. And then for some of the notable players released, Joey Bosa, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Hayden Hurst, Asante Samuel Jr., Morgan Fox, Poona Ford, and Mike Williams, who was actually signed by the Chargers in free agency but then retired. But overall, I'm feeling pretty good about this Chargers team going into the draft. I felt good about the Chargers going into the draft as I love their first-round pick, Omarion Hampton. He is a great bruiser of a running back, and it's not just going to be the Najee Harris show. It's going to be the Omarion Hampton show. And I think that's what the Chargers lacked. They lacked a second good running back. I mean, obviously they've had lots of good running backs such as J.K. Dobbins last year and then Austin Eckler and so on and so forth. But they need that running back two to help complement the running back one. A big time addition that the Chargers got in terms of the draft was their second round pick, Trey Harris. Oh my God, this guy is going to be super fun to watch. And a steal that I thought the Chargers got in the 5th round was Keandre Lambert-Smith at wide receiver. This is the position that the Chargers need. Like, the Chargers desperately need wide receivers. Don't get me wrong. I like some of their wide receivers like Ladd McConkey, but he's a slot receiver. And Quentin Johnston isn't Mr. Reliable all the time, but he's gotten better. I mean, he certainly had a better sophomore year than his first year, but I digress. Some other notable names include Jamari Caldwell, defensive lineman, Kyle Kennard, edge rusher, and Oronde Gadsden II, who was a tight end who had 73 catches for 934 yards and 7 touchdowns for Syracuse. So overall, heading into the season, I'm feeling pretty good about myself when it comes to the Chargers. I mean, they're going to have a little bit more of a tougher schedule. Last year, they had a last place schedule, but this year, I think they're going to look pretty darn good if you ask me. But now it is time for me to stick it to the other 3 teams in the AFC West. So we'll start off with, Raiders! I still have to do it like that. Look, I want to feel confident about the Raiders this season, but they have the worst quarterback in the division in Geno Smith. Don't get me wrong, I love that they hired Pete Carroll as their head coach, because obviously I'm a USC guy, fight on. But he's going to have a tough time in terms of like the defense being a little leaky, the offense getting used to being Geno Smith. I mean, Geno Smith is respectable, and I like how he's kind of revived his career, but I digress. And then the Broncos, look, it's great that the Broncos were able to make the playoffs last year, but Bo Nix is heading into year 2, and we all know what happens in year 2 when it comes to some of these quarterbacks. The sophomore slump. I have a feeling Bo Nix is going to suffer a little bit of a sophomore slump, and although the Broncos are going to have a third-place schedule and they'll get some favorable opponents here and there, I don't know if the Broncos can replicate their success, especially since the AFC continues to get more stacked. And the Chiefs, look, I think all the teams in the division not named the Chiefs had a nice little laugh seeing the Chiefs fall flat on their face against the Eagles. And like I said last year, the Chiefs just cannot be dominant forever. I mean, I respect them for being dominant year after year after year, and they're going to try to go for yet another AFC conference championship appearance and maybe another Super Bowl, but it's only a matter of time before their empire comes crumbling down. But that's all for me when it comes to this breakdown. I'm hoping that the Chargers can replicate their success from last year. I'm hoping they can make the jump and finally get Justin Herbert his first playoff win. But we shall see. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
Well, hello everybody, Raider Nation. Well, I am back at it, y'all, because I told you I was going to do this segment live, and I am here and ready to rock and roll. So here we go, guys. My 5 to 7 possibly minute Raider segment starts now, and I just got to tell you, I'm kind of excited. Am I shocking anybody? Am I shocking anyone? Let's find out and see if we shock anybody totally. All right, guys, here we go, man. Raider Nation, let's go get it. Oh, man. Look, the Raiders, it's very simple. They've been through a lot of crap in the recent years. The last time they were even worth a crap, and I'm talking about a single crap in the toilet, was in 2017, where they were actually okay. 3 head coaches in 4 seasons sounds like the Raiders, right? But 25 feels a little bit different. It really does. 2025 feels slightly different. It's Pete Carroll, y'all. Pete Carroll. I'm excited. Last season sucked. It was horrible. It was a joke. I'm done talking about last season. That's how quick it is. We were 4-13 again. The laughing freaking stock of the NFL again. And don't even tell me that the Titans were, because even though they lost one more game, it's easier to make fun of the Raiders, mostly because of our fans are annoying for the ones who have no idea what football even is, but they rep the team because they're colors. But to those diehards, man, it sucks because it's like, yeah, here we go again. Same crap, different toilet, right? But I got to tell you right now, man, I'm kind of excited. I really am. I'm closing the door on last season. This coming season, I feel really good. Look, our draft wasn't so bad, right? We get a beast, right? I mean, look, I'll tell you right now, I was so excited getting last year Brock Bowers, and this year, look, I'm actually excited. I love our draft, man. Ashton Jeanty is the dude. I like him a lot. I think our offensive line can hopefully carry. I really would see. I want to see if we get another edge rusher, but with the whole Wilkins thing too now, it's whatever. But look, Ginty is a beast, man. He's Italian, I'm half Sicilian. I'm just saying, I'm happy, excited for that. But other guys, man, I mean, you could ask my wife. This is the first time during the draft I was actually happy, man. I saw wide receiver Jack Beck. This guy is amazing out of TCU. So underrated. Darian Porter, a pretty solid corner. We got some big boys later on. I really liked our draft, man. This is the first time I could actually say I was happy with our draft, and I was happy with everybody we got from start to finish. I just felt like we filled a lot of needs in this next man up mentality. We got a lot of guys who have that diehard mentality. You know what? It actually feels good. For the first time as a Raider fan in a very long time, it actually feels good. I'm excited to see what they're going to do on the field this year. My gosh, I mean, when you're horrible, right? Well, I said it earlier, what's the worst you can do? Go up, right? Geno Smith, I know why Pete Carroll went and got him. That was his guy for a while in Seattle. Let's see if he can make it happen. He had a really good, renaissance, if you will, quarterback renaissance this last year for the Seahawks. Let's see if he can do it, man. We got Jacoby Myers. The guy he's a hell of a receiver, man. We got obviously Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer, bookend tight ends. I like what I see out of Glaze. Kappa, I like what I see out of that guy. I mean, look at that. I mean, his football program folded from college, Humboldt State, but Powers Johnson is a beast. Parham is getting better. Colton Miller, I was on him for a while, but Homeboy's getting better. He's progressing. Look, it's exciting right now. I honestly feel that the Raiders are, I know, and some of you are probably blown away that I'm even talking this positive about this team right now, but honestly, I feel like this team actually has turned some kind of a corner. The upgrades are huge. Again, Pete Carroll is a winner. I love this guy, and I want to see what he can do. I'm a big SC fan. I became a huge SC fan in high school, obviously, during the near three-peat. I still can't stand Texas because of that, or Vince Young. But look, man, I'm a Pete Carroll fan through and through, and I love what he did in Seattle, and I know he's going to come to Vegas. And if we do end up not being so great, it won't be totally his fault because the guy's a competitor. He's the oldest coach in the NFL and probably the most energetic coach in the NFL, okay? This guy's amazing. He's a player's coach. You want to run through a brick wall for this guy, so I love it. Health is going to be key for us this year. Max Crosby, Kunze, they got to stay healthy. It's just a lot of things we got to go right for us, man. So this is not a Super Bowl team yet, okay? And I will tell you that right now when talking about this season. This is not a Super Bowl team yet, but it doesn't need to be. After years of crap, the Raiders are finally showing signs of like a stable and good team, like the what do you call it? The foundation of a good team. Geno Smith, look, he's leading a much improved offense, and Pete Carroll bringing the leadership and defense how he has and how he's done in the past. I mean, this team could double its win total from last year, so I could see like an 8-win team maybe. And you know what? To me, that's a big improvement because that could be a possible push for a wild card spot if possible. But I don't even care if we don't make the wild card, man. As long as we look better and get better. Bottom line, the Raiders are no longer a mess. They're a team that's actually on the rise. And you know what? It feels good to talk positive about this team for the first time in a long time. Let's see here in the chat. We got Taryn, the Raiders are smart. They'll shop Michael Myers. And force teams that need a tight end to pony up. It's true. I kind of like both, though. Why not have the two big boys there? The crossing routes right there, dig routes all day long. I'm just saying, Bowers is amazing. Vince Young. Yeah, exactly. Vince Young knee was down, damn it. Anyway, whatever. I got to tell you, though, I'm excited, man. I really am excited for this year. And Raider Nation, we got to be happy, man. We got to be excited. We got to be there for these guys. Show up, show out. Be excited, man, because I know what it's like being on that field, and a lot of you do too. And the more positivity you're surrounding with, the better. Like I said, I really do think Pete Carroll was the big change of culture here. I love it. I love what we got going on. Finally, Davis does something right. I mean, I'm sorry. I've been critical of him for a very long time, but he just irritates the hell out of me because it just doesn't seem to make moves. Okay, what? Move the team to Vegas? I mean, really. But this is a good move right here. Pete Carroll was a great move. let's continue to work on it. So real quick, guys, when it comes to sticking to them, I'm not even interested. Honestly, look, I'll tell you, this is a division that has a bunch of teams that can beat us down right now. The Broncos, they have a solid quarterback. I cannot stand them, but I do understand that they are a better team than us right now. I mean, look, all I gotta say is stack Bo Nix. I think we're gonna have ourselves some victories in those games. The Chargers are ran by an amazing head coach. They all are. Okay, now all 4 teams have great head coaches, in my opinion. Now, but look, it's the same exact thing. Get to Herbert early and often. That's what's going to be the key. And wouldn't you know it? What's the formula that I just was talking about? Get to the quarterback. It's the same thing with the Chiefs. You already know Max Crosby. He'll get there. That's why I wanted pass rushers, because we need more pressure. But at the end of the day, these quarterbacks are so important. And who's behind these quarterbacks? Nobody. Yeah, exactly. Nobody's behind these quarterbacks. So I'm just saying, not about hurting nobody. This isn't the Saints doing, bounties and all that, okay? But I will tell you right now, you frazzle these guys, they're gonna give, okay? But you got to get there first. So defense. Let this offense score points. Defense, do your dang job. This is going to be a special year for the Raiders, man. I'm really excited. So my stick it to them wasn't so fiery because I respect these teams. And again, how much crap can you talk about teams that destroy you every year? But I'm excited, man. I really am. And I think this is going to be a fun year. So with that said, guys, Larry B out. I am out for Yukio. What is it tomorrow? What is it, like 1:00 in the afternoon in Japan right now for you on Wednesday? Good sir. But yeah, see you in the championship. I would love to see a Raider Steelers championship, AFC championship. That'd be amazing. But yeah, that's I love it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's how the Eagles beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Defense feasted. Exactly. So you got to get there. And the offense, I think our offense can score points now. So defense, you have to follow through, man. So I think Pete Carroll can do that. Let's get some rugby tackling in there, the way he loves to do it, the twist and the gator rolls and whatever you call it. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Let's go, Raider Nation. I'm excited and I'm ready to roll. So with that said, I am out and on to the Chiefs before my final weigh-in. Hope you enjoyed it. See you later, Raider fans. It would help if I pressed the commercial. See you later, Raider fans.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at IE Sports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making IE Sports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hello all, this is Bobby T. I'm one of your Kansas City sports insiders for IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And I'm going to provide now my 2024 Kansas City Chiefs recap as well as what to expect for the upcoming season. Now, as far as my thoughts on last season, I really kind of felt like the Chiefs, on way to a 15-2 regular season record, were really playing with fire a little bit. They were winning so many close games that you feel like something maybe had to give at some point. And unfortunately, that happened during the Super Bowl where they were just completely blown out by the Philadelphia Eagles, just completely manhandled in every aspect of that game. And unfortunately, just came at the worst time possible for a team that was trying to be the first NFL team ever to win 3 straight Super Bowls. Now, as far as the offseason moves, I'm going to start with free agency, and really a lot of their free agency moves that they made really were just addressed areas where they just want to add some depth. So the main areas they added some depth to was to the offensive line. They added Jalen Moore as an offensive tackle to compete for that position. They also added Kristen Fulton, another cornerback, to add to the defense. And they also added Elijah Mitchell, which is going to be an interesting running back they're going to have as far as potentially used as a third down running back, maybe even a receiving option out of the backfield. Now, where the Chiefs, I think, makes the most impact in the offseason was actually through the draft. And as far as the draft, one of the first areas that they addressed was actually the offensive tackle position. They drafted Josh Simmons from Ohio State. And so far, early on in the Chiefs training camp, it looks like that's going to be his spot to lose. Like I mentioned, Jalen Moore was also added in the offseason, and it sounds like Joshua Simmons is actually getting the first team reps. So it seems like it's going to be an interesting thing to see, how he handles playing with the first team, especially with, the injuries that he had in his college days at Ohio State. Now, the Chiefs also added some more defensive players as well, especially on the defensive line, where they added Omar Norman-Lott from Tennessee. He's going to be a defensive tackle. So he's really going to help complement and be that another big guy next to Chris Jones on the defensive line. They also added some depth as far as some pass rushing with Ashton Gelati from Louisville. So look for him to apply some pressures to the quarterback. So they definitely need that, as Chris Jones is getting older, and also to help out with George Karlaftis as well. Now, how do I feel about the season coming up? So I do feel like, the Chiefs, with them going 15-2 last year, and like I mentioned, they won so many close games. I feel like it's going to be maybe a little bit of a slight regression in regards to the number of wins just from last season. I think they're going to be probably more around a 13, maybe even possibly a 12-win team. And I think part of that's just due to, I think, the AFC West, I think, has gotten this is maybe the most competitive it's going to be, I think, since Patrick Mahomes became the starter. And really also, I think just the quality of head coaches now in this division has drastically gotten better. So I feel like this team is still the AFC West champion. And I still think the AFC in general is going to run through Kansas City. As you will see, I have on my Run AFC t-shirt with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on it. They've been running this conference for, I've lost how many years now, 7 years just about. So even in the years they haven't gone to the Super Bowl or lost in the Super Bowl, they still basically own this conference. So like I said, though, I still think that, there are some opponents in the division that are getting better. I feel like the Chargers are probably, with Jim Harbaugh, now going to be, his second year with the Chargers. I feel like there's going to be a level more comfort there. I'm expecting a little bit of a slight regression with Bo Nix in Denver, just that sophomore slump that quarterbacks typically have. And then the Raiders are just god-awful. I mean, I'm sorry, Larry, but, there's just nothing better to say about the Raiders. So, but anyway, that's my Chiefs recap for the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a show, man. Can we get a hand clap one more time? I just gotta say it. That was awesome. Even with a little bit of trash talk there, it doesn't matter. That's what it's all about, right? And where's my hand clap? We are done. All 32 teams are in the books, and that is it. And I just scarfed down like 2 burritos right now between segments because I haven't eaten since before we started this 6.5 hours ago. So this is one of those things. So anyway, guys, oh my gosh, what a special show. special series, and I can't believe we're through all 32 teams. But you know what? It's exciting, and this is what football is all about, right? So it's about time for that final weigh-in, man. And you know, I I really love how no matter what, football brings us together, right? And it's fun. The trash talking, the having fun and all that. It's what we do. And I just got to say, big ups and thank you to everybody again for being here. Great people, great stuff, man. Bobby, Taryn, Anthony. I hope Anthony joins our team soon, man. Great dude. Taryn says here, man, the Chargers get off easy when it comes to getting stuck, dude. Normally, I'm hearing the whole my shower curtain has more rings than the Chargers. I mean, well, man, shower curtains have a lot of rings. So, anyway, with that said, you guys, I'm just trying to be optimistic and positive here, man. Let's go ahead and take a look here and give my final weigh in. Like I said, last year, Chiefs, man, 15-2, powerhouse team, but you didn't win the big one, did you? You got exposed because that's what happens when you get to Patrick Mahomes. The whole offense falls apart. Nobody can pull no weight, and that's that. That's just the way it goes. So that's what are we missing, NFL? Get there. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't touch the quarterbacks anymore. That's it. So anyway, Chargers. I mean, 11-6 last year, dominant. Harbaugh's an amazing coach. They're doing good things, but they just got to keep building. The Broncos, Sean Payton, man, the guy is making things happen over there. I agree with the sophomore slump comment there from Bobby talking about, that he possibly might have a sophomore slump and Bo Nix, but the guy is really good though and solid athlete. And then of course the Raiders. Then there were the Raiders in the basement at 4-13. But when it comes down to it, I love it though. I love being the bottom because you can prove a lot of people wrong. Last year when it came to the Chiefs, and I don't care what any Chiefs fan has to say, run your mouth, say what you want. It's really adorable because that damn game, that Thanksgiving or Black Friday game, just a dumb move away. False start, crap happens, whatever. But I'll tell you right now, that was our game to win. And I'm so excited that this team was able to play like that, especially in a game versus the Chiefs. If we play like that in every single game, man, I know it's cliche, right? But so this is exciting, and I really feel that this is going to be a fun little preview here. So taking a look at everybody again. I mean, you look at the Denver Broncos, Bo Nix. Who knows how good he's really going to be this year. I know the guy's great. RJ Harvey, Sutton, Mims. They got a solid offense. Okay, pretty solid offensive line. Defense, they're pretty legit. This defense can play really, really well. Now Hufanga there is going to be a big player there. Greenlaw came along with him. I mean, they got some dudes now on that 3-4 defense. The Chargers, Herbert is still the guy, but what's going on with Najee Harris? Is McConkey going to play? I know Quentin Johnson's still there, dude. But you know what I mean? Their wide receiver core is not what it once was. They got Trey Harris, but what's going down there? And overall, this team has players. They have a pretty solid offensive line, but I don't know. I just don't see a lot here with this offense. They have weapons, but this is Harbaugh magic because the players just aren't there. I don't see it. But overall, look, 34 defense as well here on this defense, and this is what keeps them in the game. Khalil Mack, Agmania, these guys are good. Okay, Derwin James. Need I say more? These guys can play. And of course they have a really good defense. Tart, it's nice. So I like what I see there. And then there were the Raiders. You got one pass rusher in Max Crosby. You got Kunze, who has really come a long way. Eichenberg, I'm really excited for him. I think he could start this year. And then Paul Lamau. Okay. Who else is there? I'm just don't get me wrong. There are some dudes, but overall, that defense has to get better. I know this offense, it has gotten better, but that defense needs a lot of work. So it's exciting. It really is. And Terrence says here, Chargers should have won on Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs last year, but no. Yep, the Kickers had to doink that darn Chiefs comeback match. Oh my god. Well, I just don't know, man. These guys. But overall, you guys, when you look at the big picture here, this is a division that, let's just face it, the Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs until one or two things happen. Either Patrick Mahomes starts declining, the defense doesn't play as well, or all the stupid penalties for hitting quarterbacks disappears. You tell me which is going to happen first. So you know how it goes. I think the key to the new football, and it's a damn shame, the key to football now is just get a really good quarterback and have a defense that can swat down passes. Try to get pressure, but just know if you hit the quarterback, you might get a penalty. I think that's just the new way of playing. You can't be a man no more. You can't hit nobody no more. And it's unfortunate. I know everyone's going to come up with that bull crap, the lawsuits and whatever. Then why are we playing football anymore, guys? If we're not going to play it right, then why play it at all? CTE. United States military personnel signs on the dotted line that their life is at risk, but they're going to do it anyway. What's the difference with a sport like this? You sign your name on the line, you get a contract. I've signed many waivers, guys. I played high school. I played in the NCAA. I played semi-pro. You sign waivers, and whatever happens, it happens. So what's the difference with these guys? Oh, they make tons of money? What, owners are mad? So you're telling me that owners in NASCAR and in Formula One and in the NHRA and in IndyCar and in WEC and in IMSA, you're telling me that these owners are there's a difference? Because when those cars get wrecked, guys, those are $500,000 cars, sometimes even more expensive than that. They have to pay for it. What, we're protecting owners' money now? It happens, guys. Sometimes you gotta pay for things that you just don't necessarily get the full thing. It's what happens. It sucks, but it happens. It's a risk. So why is that like that in these stick and ball sports? It makes me very, very angry. So like I said, that's why we have the league that we have now, because everyone's scared of concussions. And like I said, guys, that's fine. Be mad at me. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm just a man's man. I'm sorry. I'm old school. I like hard-hitting football, and it just makes me mad. It is what it is. If you sign your name on the line, you should be able to play the sport the way it's supposed to be played. No, don't lead with your head. You can hurt yourself and others. There should never be an intentional trying to hurt. But at the same exact time, if you hit someone, it's gone from intentional hurts, like those horrific hits that we've seen in the past where, yeah, guys really got hurt. Offensive and defensive line, don't lead with your head when you come out of your freaking stance. See what I mean? But now we can't hit nobody because it's money. Oh, if you hurt that quarterback, that owner's going to get mad because they spent all kinds of money. So what, bro? It's football. I'm sorry, you can't buy your fourth yacht. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, man. So I'm sorry. A frustrated football purist here who loves this game for what it is. It's frustrating. So like I said, guys, we're going to continue to see Patrick Mahomes dominate and all these because you can't hit nobody no more. But that's okay. If you can pressure him, I guess that's the closest we're going to get. Whatever. Sorry for my little rant there, but it's just what I see with football, and it bothers the living crap out of me. But what do you do? So anyway, final weigh in, guys, for the AFC West is this. Let's just call it, I love my Raiders. But if we can at least double our victories this year, we can be like an 8-win team. If they're anywhere from 6 to 8 wins, I'll be happy, man. There's new faces, new things. And you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's go. I'm excited. You got Chip Kelly now running the offense, which is crazy. Ashton Jeanty is a new weapon. If they can get 6, 7, 8 wins, we're going in the right direction. And that's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see Dante Thornton. I just really think this team's going to be better. And it's awesome. Are they going to be better than everybody else? No. And believe it or not, for the first time, I'm actually going to put the Raiders in the basement. I like them, but it's progress is what I'm looking for. We don't need to go win nothing this year. Like I told you, we don't need to be a Super Bowl winning team this year. We need to get better because that's where everyone gets lost. Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl. You won 4 games last year, bro. No, no, you're not. So focus on getting better. Oh my gosh, if it's there and you have that crazy season, do it. But progress, right? And that's what it should be. Third place, believe it or not, I'm actually going to go. And boy, I wrestled with this one because some people are really, really on the Sean Payton, Bo Nix train. But guys, I think anywhere from 7 to 9 wins for the Broncos is a good season. Can they actually help out Bo Nix? Denver's backfield was shockingly efficient last year, and only 7 touches and 6 fumbles from his running back group. But we got a rookie in there now, RJ Harvey, and J.K. Dobbins is back there. Sean Payton is trying to recreate that Kamara Ingram magic, right, that he used to have down in the bayou in New Orleans. I think what Bobby said a little bit ago is right. That sophomore slump might be coming. I mean, it happened to teams in the past. I mean, look what just happened to what do you call it? My gosh, what's his name? How did I forget his name? Oh my gosh, CJ Stroud. It happens. Sometimes you go backward. It's okay. I'm not wishing that on the young man, but who knows? But I do feel they might regress just a little bit because, and if they don't, they don't. But guys, there's a new big brother in the AFC West, and that's the Chargers, man. I like these guys. They got a coach who's a no-nonsense kind of guy. They got a head coach. And I'm not saying that Sean Payton or Pete Carroll or Andy Reid ain't like that, but look what he was able to do in Michigan. Oh, well, that was because of the sign stealing or whatever. Okay, come on, man. Look, Herbert, if you protect him, I just told you the secret sauce for the NFL. Okay, if anybody wants to be a millionaire out there, become an offensive coordinator. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do. Okay, become an offensive coordinator and and draft a really good quarterback because nobody can touch him. I mean, that's it. That's the formula. You can't tackle no more and tackle football. It's a shame. Should all be ashamed of themselves for making stupid rules like that. But no concussion. I'm sorry, but look, I'll tell you right now, I'm just passionate. I'm sorry, but I will tell you, I like what they got going on, guys. Their defense is better than the Broncos defense, I believe. Their defense is better than the Raiders defense. And honestly, their defense can compete with the Chiefs. The Chargers have a lot. They have a lot going. And you know what? If this team gets farther, maybe it's their time. And you know what? I'm okay saying that. What? Am I going to be angry because they're a rival? No, the Raiders have every chance. Everyone is 0-0. Everyone is 0-0 when that season starts in September. We all have a chance. But sometimes you just got to know when somebody's a little bit better. You got to work to get there. And the Chargers right now, I think this might be it. This just might be it. Harbaugh had a good first year. And honestly, his second year could be good. I mean, it hinges on trench play. It really does. The Chargers have questions at center and left guard right now. I know Mekhi Becton and all that and everything. But realistically, they're a good football team, guys. And I think we should talk about them like that. The Chargers are stacked, man. And if the offensive line really starts to gel, this team has talent. And they could really make a legitimate push. And this would be under Harbaugh's second year. I know I said they don't have the best receiving core, but they don't need the best receiving core. They got a quarterback who can deliver the damn ball all over the yard, man. That's what I'm talking about. Aaron Rodgers never had the best receivers. He made receivers. You had to catch the ball in self-defense. I mean, that's awesome. So let this guy do his thing. So I do think the Broncos have a good defense, but I'm sorry, bro. They're not as good as the Chargers. So I'm giving them 7, 8, 9 wins, and I'm giving the Chargers like 9, 10, maybe 11 wins. They could surprise everybody and get 12. And the Chiefs, your days are numbered, y'all. Your days are numbered. Everyone is figured out. I mean, is it really hard to watch old Fran Tarkenton and Michael Vick and McNabb tapes? They snap the ball and run around. I mean, what What's so hard about containing that? Oh, I know. He's everywhere at once. That's great. So defense should be prepared. He does special things. And it takes a team. It takes a team, guys. It takes a team. You cannot be Kobe or Michael Jordan or Larry Bird or Magic Johnson in football. You just can't. Yeah, we got Jerry and you got all the greats, but you can't be the whole team. Football takes the whole team. In basketball, you can actually win games by yourself almost, okay? But in football, you need the team. So if you play precise defense, there's nothing, okay? And like I said, it's just that's what it's about. Figure out, crack the code. You can't hit him, but I don't know. So overall, guys, like I said, the Chiefs, I don't know. They'll be good. They'll be good. They'll win the division again. They're going to win 11, 12, 13 games. They'll be good. Okay? They'll be good. But overall, guys, they're not. The Chiefs had a good run. And you know what? Cool. But like I said, I think the Chargers might be switching it up here pretty soon, man. And the Broncos aren't far behind. And let the Raiders have a good year this year. Let the Raiders get better. No one's going to be laughing at that joke no more. All right? That's going to be an old school, we heard it kind of joke. All right? Because guess what? Kansas City, they had a good run. People are going to start figuring them out. And these other three teams are getting real good. So that's not no hate towards Kansas City. It's just what happens. Okay? So you can only dominate so long. And that's just what it is, guys. So look, this is going to be fun. The Chiefs are going to win. They're going to win, and they're going to win games. They're going to be, the Chiefs went, 12-0 last season at some point in time, didn't they? They were amazing. They went to the Super Bowl. But what happens? They got beat because there was a more physical team than them. And yeah, I can't believe it. There weren't some penalties called. Maybe we're turning a corner here with that too, but I don't know. But what I will say is that the Eagles really exposed their vulnerability with the offensive line. Just overload, man. Let him throw the ball. It's a 50-50. I'll stack 7 dudes in the box. Send them. If I trust my D, that's why I would get nothing but lockdown DBs and just let my 7 dudes fly. Because if you rattle him, someone just might get a pick. You got to make sure your DBs are really good. But again, I'm just saying, that can't be every play. But again, it's just, you got to get there, man. Be men. So look, they're going to win another one. Okay, they're good. The Chiefs are good. They might not repeat another 15-win regular season, but they're going to win more games than everybody else in the AFC West. Rashee Rice is back. You have a solid offensive line there. Kelsey, this might be one more ride for him before he calls it a career. And I don't know. But I will say, the Chiefs, like I said, their days are numbered. So enjoy it. But right now, they're still number one in my watch, in my book, on my clock, whatever you want to call it. They're a good football team, and I will not sit here and try to take that away. But I am saying that I don't think it's going to last very much longer. So here we go, guys. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness gracious! It's over. Oh my gosh. We got through every single division. All 32 teams, and there you have it. Wow, we did it, guys. It only took 7 hours, but we did it, and we are through. You guys are amazing. For those of you who stuck with us for a very long time today, because you guys are awesome. Stuck with me. This has been a very fun series, and never again will I pile up all these shows into one day. But it was fun. I'm so excited that we got to close this thing out tonight. And I just tell you right now, we got ourselves some goods, man. Let's go back up here. I know Taryn likes to put his thing up in here, so I'll throw it in there. He's my co-host, by the way, with the usual 3 and outs. So, I got to honor this man's stuff here. So, he's going the same way I am. Yep, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. I'm thinking this year will be where the division comes down to the wire, but the Chiefs will win their 10th straight division. Yeah, I didn't say I would know that. I know it was up there somewhere, but they'll win it. But like I said, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. That's not hating, it's just the truth. So yeah, there you guys go, man. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here, Taryn. Man, the AFC West might be one of the best divisions in the league, no less. The Broncos, Chargers, and Chiefs and Raiders. Yeah, that's true, man. The Broncos and Chargers will be interchangeable, but the Chiefs regress and the AFC becomes a bloodbath. No, it's true. And the season hinges on Herbert and his weapons. Yeah, that's true. And if the Chargers can run the ball effectively, that's a bigger bonus. I said it 4 years ago. No one's afraid of the Chiefs anymore. It's true. They won't be the big bullies forever. And I respect everything. I respect and agree with everything you said regarding the AFC West. Thank you, Taryn. And it's the truth, man. So I'm saying, and it's not because you're my partner either on the show and all that. Look, man, the Chargers got a good team, and I think we should all recognize that. So, with that said, you guys, again, thank you to all my awesome guests today, man. We had an awesome guest with Anthony. Big ups to Anthony. Great dude here, man. Great dude, and I'm just really happy. I'm really, really happy that we had him on today's show. Sorry. Of course, Taryn Rodriguez, our very own SoCal insider here. Me, there he be. And, of course, our Kansas City insider, Chiefs insider, Royals insider, this guy's all over the place. Missouri State, pretty cool, insider, Bobby Tuzinski. Really glad you can tune in, man. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you, Taryn. Appreciate you guys. And that is going to do it, y'all. That is going to do it for this show for the year. And that is all she wrote. Get ready, y'all, because coming up on Saturday, August 9th, Taryn and myself retake the mic at 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern, getting things ready for 3 and Out. It might even be sooner. This is your boy Larry B signing off. I'll see y'all then. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.